Welcome to the Wednesday Night Lights, the final Wednesday Night Lights, Week 16. I'm TheRaja, and joining me in the booth this week is Boxhead Caper owner Anthony Moyer. Anthony, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. So we got a big contest here today, which is going to be the Pallet Pokeballers taking on the All-American Alkies. And that's going to be a big-time matchup. But before we get to that game, we're going to do our traditional pre-TFO, state of TFO here on Wednesday Night Football. Talk about what's going on. And, man, it's a big week coming up. 2 weeks left in the TFO season and a lot of action. So what do you think's been going on? What's happening with from the owners' side? You're representing the owners here today.
It's definitely a rough last couple of weeks. The season overall has been super challenging. Just getting up to 10 wins in week 15 now, is it?
Yep.
Or 16 now.
Yeah, but they haven't done week 16,
Yeah.
So
it's been a challenge overall, but I think it's definitely starting to hammer out who's
the best,
going to be in the playoffs and
cream of the crop. I mean, I'll say this: even the teams that haven't fared well, we got a 2-12 team, a 3-11 team, a 4-10 team, another 4-10 team, and 2 5-9 teams, and that's unfortunate. But even those teams, they're not bad. It's just it seems like people are really understanding how to make their teams now.
Yeah, definitely. The players look a lot stronger than last year. The plays look like they're a lot more thought out.
Overall, though, I think the yardage is actually under last year's, but I guess that sort of balances itself out, right? Because you got a better defense is going up there. I mean, it's just crazy. So let's, here, I got the standings pulled up. Let's talk about the teams that are doing really good right now. Well, we'll start at the top of the bad snap where we got 2 10-4 teams. That's really unfortunate for the Boxhead Capers where you're 7-7, so you're not going to be able to win the division now.
Yeah, it's been a rough last few weeks.
But I mean, and I was trying to talk with the Hollywood Heroes owner about this today because he told me, he was like, well, I haven't clinched yet. And I'm like, sure you have. There's no one that can catch him in a wild card spot. He's guaranteed one. So you're just, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 teams that have better records than you do. And then they're counting yourself, 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that are tied with you. So really, it seems like you only need to beat 2 of those teams.
Right. I'm up against the Maniacs next week and then the Hollywood Heroes in week 17. The Heroes is really what's going to be the challenge. I'm going to have to stop Bundy from really upsetting my points differential. That's what would really help to keep me into playoffs.
Oh, man, I didn't even think about that. You tie in with some teams, and the Hollywood Heroes just crush you for some reason, and you end up losing out because of that. Would suck. I mean, I guess the good news is Dragon Ball Z, they've got a negative differential. The bad part here is, though, in the bad pop, it's going to be a 7.
Yeah.
Their division sucks, really, unfortunately. And maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's because they've played each other.
Yeah, and
they don't have a single team with a positive differential.
Wow.
And they make fun of the Rap Kings all the time. Wait a minute.
For them, it's been an interesting season. They all, that's the VGV group, and they play a lot of the ROM and are familiar with it. So it is interesting how they've been performing.
They got to play each other, too. When you're playing your friends, you know them. I know they want to be in different divisions. I don't know what we're going to do next season. I know that something big's going to happen. Big announcements are going to be made, and so maybe the divisions will get shaken up because of that. So the last in the bad, I guess we could say, is, we got the Bad Crackle, they got the Beer Gods, and the Raider All-Stars out of nowhere, really. They were a 2-5 team, and now they're 8-6, tied for the division. It's a Cinderella story. It's amazing. Make me cry. But the DBZ squad actually might help them. I don't know if you know this. The Raider All-Stars and the DBZ squad, they're brothers. The DBZ squad on Thursday Night Football played against the Beer Gods, which is a game you haven't seen yet, but it'll happen tomorrow. We're recording this on Wednesday. Wednesday Night Lights recorded on Wednesday, but airs on Friday. Figure that one out. It's a tape delay. So the Thursday night game will actually happen, but we haven't seen it yet. So, but that's a big game because if DBZ squad beats the Beer Gods, they'll be tied, and the Raider All-Stars could either still be tied because they lost or whatnot, but we could be going into a 3-way tie in that division, really.
Yeah, that'd be definitely be an interesting trip. The Beer Gods would definitely hold on to that with their points differential, just depending on what DBZ does to them in that Thursday night game, but.
Yeah, Broly's back at least,
Yeah.
He's been looking healthy, so it'll be a good on Friday night. It'll be a good contest. Well, it was on. This airs on this airs on Friday, and then the Thursday. Yeah, so was yesterday.
If the DBZ squad beats the Beer Gods and the Raider All-Stars lose, and then the Weapon X's win.
Yep.
And then
I think
these three...
Well, I think the only thing that hurts this is I'm pretty sure, I know what you're about to say, but I'm pretty sure the Beer Gods play the Raider All-Stars in the last game of the season. I think that's the last game of the season. So one of them teams is going to be the division champion, I believe. So, all right, let's flip over to the other side of the ball. This week, the World's Warriors became the first team to clinch the division. They have the 10-3-1, and they almost have 200-point differential. They're just an incredible team. Did you have to play them?
Yeah, it was an incredible game. I think they won by like 1 point.
The 1 point. That's the one where I predicted it was going to be 3, I believe. Yeah.
And that was a really close game. There were a lot of plays where I just was wanting to throw TFO players around on the field, but it was a heck of a play. I mean, overall, that
really speaks to your team to hang in there with a team like that because, I mean, they've just been incredible. They actually have the best record of any TFO team right now because they have the tie.
Yeah.
So, in the Mad Crackle, we got the Greek Legends. They're hanging on by a thread here because the Westeros Guardians beat them last week. Ooh. And so now Westeros is only 1 game down, and we're going to be seeing the All-American Alcoholics tonight. They're 1 game down. This is really a win. They need to win tonight, and against the Pallet Pokeballers, which we'll talk about in a moment. And then Champs Chumps are still in it there too. They're only 7-7. They can win both their games, and the Alkies lose tonight, and Westeros loses. Then I mean anything can happen. It's TFO. The only one that doesn't have a shot there is the Robot Masters. Poor Austin.
It's been rough for the Robot Masters. Copy Robot keeps getting injured.
He just can't. He's not a copy. Is not the original.
Yep.
So. And then we'll finish up with the Mad Pop here with the Rap Kings. They deliver pizzas and they deliver poundings. And what the big news here is the Rap Kings are number 1 in their division with a negative differential. But I'm rooting on Matt because if he can score 31 points in the next 2 weeks, he will have at least a positive differential going into the playoffs. So I'm
as long as he prevents his opponents from scoring 32 points.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, I mean, if he wins both his games, he'll have positive, I figure, right? So I'm hoping to win his next 2 games. And then he needs to win with a total of 31 after both those games are done. Now, you're right. If he won a game like by 50 points, but then lost the second one, he could lose. Yeah. I don't think he's winning a game by 50 points, unfortunately. I like Snoop Dogg, though. The Defenders are in second. They're only half a game back, so like he can't breathe easily.
Yeah, that tie is going to be... I think that's going to be interesting depending on how the South Jersey Slashers go.
I think the Defenders are actually playing the Rap Kings this week.
Oh, yeah.
And South Jersey, I know for a fact, plays the Rap Kings in the very last game of the season. Not the very, very last, that's yours. But I mean like that Saturday or Sunday or whatever, and that's going to be a big match. Problem with the South Jersey Slashers is that they are missing both Freddie Krueger and Michael Myers. Both their number 1s for wide receiving and running. That's going to hurt them hard. They're playing the Hollywood Heroes this week.
Ooh.
So Jason Voorhees is really all that team's going to be leaning on. So I think that I definitely think they're going to make the playoffs, but I think that they're going to be not winning the division because of that. I was rooting for them though.
It might still be possible. You can still put a good amount of money into your wide receiver 3 and running back 3 if you're not planning on putting much money into your running back 4 and wide receiver 4s or tight end 3.
Just still sucks. Clayton's at full power. Oh man. So, but we're talking about the Pallet Pokeballers. We're gonna be watching later tonight. They're 7-7. So it's very important that they're winning these next 2 games if they want to be playoff bound. They can't win their division at this point, but I mean they're really in the same boat you're in.
Yeah.
You're 7-7. You've got that big 10-4 team at the top of your division. You look here, they basically have the same situation going on, except he has 3 teams ahead of him with better records. So, ouch.
That's such a weird group because the top player has a negative points differential,
And the next 3 have
the
positive.
next 3 have positive. And the Pokeballers who are 7-7 still have a positive points differential by 20.
Man, I think that I know that when Pokemon played the Rap Kings, they just crushed them.
Yeah.
And that was one of his big victories and one of his big losses. So I think that adds up. But yeah, it's still incredible. I don't think I've ever seen, or I don't think we've ever, I'd have to go back. I mean, right now the Turtles are also a negative differential, but they're 7-7. That's kind of, I can see that. But I don't know if we've ever had a team win the division on a negative differential. That'd be interesting. That's something to look up. Maybe something to add to the record books.
Yeah.
All right, we got just a few more minutes here before we go on to the field.
The Rainbow Unicorns have been performing a lot better the last few weeks than in the first 5 weeks that they played.
I mean, you were talking about them having a potential shot of making the playoffs, but based on their negative differential and all the teams, like look at there's what, just wild card teams 1, 2, 3. There's already 4 that have 2 or more wins than they do.
Oh, yeah.
So they'd have to win both theirs and they'd have to lose theirs. I mean, that could happen here because All American Alcoholics have an even differential, but their Rainbow Unicorns are down by like, what, 100?
100, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough cookie to swallow. I think a 7-7 team has a better chance of slipping in there right now. So, I mean, you got Venture Industry, Champs, Chumps, and the Pokemon, Pokeballers. Out of those 3, who do you think has the best shot of slipping in there? I mean, that's a hard question because they're all 3 really good teams, actually. I'll make it easier for you. I'm going to go with Venture because even though I like the Champs Chumps the best, I love their team. I think Brock Sampson's a beast, and I just think that he's been shitty the last few games, so I think he's going to start making a comeback.
I'd go with the Pokemon Pokeballers. Rash Gyarados has been really good. They still have a positive points differential compared to the other 2 teams who are 7-7.
Yeah, it is right. That's good eye.
So their offense is still bringing it. Their defense is still bringing it. I think they have pretty good chance to sneak in there.
And then on the bad side, the 3 7-7s are the Boxhead Capers, the Lost Survivors, and the DBZ squad. And I'll make this one easy. I've said it all along. It's going to be the Boxhead Capers that slip in there in some way. I think not only are you going to slip in there, but you're going to cost Hollywood Heroes the division in Week 17. I think you're gonna get the best of both worlds. That's what I'm feeling.
I don't know. I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch them.
Who's your last game's against the Hollywood Heroes? Your next game's Nocturne Maniacs.
Next game's the Nocturne Maniacs. From a few of the games that I've watched of theirs, they seem like they can be pretty strong.
Dick Chariot, right?
Yeah, Dick Chariot.
Roar. His quarterback just seems like he's
wearing a mask of the condom.
That was on the back of the Meanies box. You could cut it out. All right, well, I think that's good. Hey, why don't we go down to the game here and watch some TFO? And Jack Daniels is coming back here for the All-American Alkies, powering them up for this regular season 16 week. We're talking Pokeballers versus Alkies, and joining me, well, we talked about it earlier, it's Anthony Moyer, Boxhead Capers. How you doing,
Howdy.
Anthony? And Tails.
And the Alkies get it.
And they're going to return the ball because normally, why wouldn't you return the ball, right? And Hardy at Mullen Lee. I like the Pokemon team because I've been playing, I finished Yellow while the season was going on. And Jack Daniels coming back.
Revving his engine.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, last week we had a helicopter flying over when the neighbor was mowing, so. Jim Beam back. Always a solid quarterback is Jim. Oh, it spoke too soon.
That was a heck of an interception there in double coverage.
That was Mew. He's so cute, rare. Just like up
floated here. Right in there.
Probably used his psychic or something. Oh, there you said it during the post pregame.
Gyarados.
He's just been dominant this season. Definitely evolved in front of our eyes.
Yeah, I've played Pokemon Gold on the Gray Box Game Boy.
Boom. Touchdown.
Pokemon Gold is a Game Boy Color game, but it can be played on the
A backwards compatible.
black and white Game Boy. It's not going to be in color.
Hitmonlee kicking it.
It's one of the few games that you can.
Well, I have
there.
yellow's the same way, but I mean, when I got it for the 3DS, it's obviously in color.
Yeah.
3DS does color. So, man, that happened so quick. That touchdown there by the Pallet Pokeballers really putting the Alkies on the defensive here.
Ooh, and a nice stop at the 10-yard line.
You know, I was saying Jim Beam's a great quarterback, and he has been definitely just unfortunate luck there.
Ooh, that's.
Ooh,
and another interception.
God.
Wow.
He was under pressure. He had his guy open at the top.
And he was in a dangerous position for a safety.
Wow. And now to the
And
Grid
that shitty
Ninja.
play. Right there up the middle.
Man, they're going to catch all the touchdowns.
That's been really a strong play this year.
That middle play. I like how it depends on the running back running it, because I
Yeah.
find if you put too much speed in your running back, you'll sometimes just start hitting the guy in front of you, or you won't zag the right way.
Yeah.
But I think Grid Ninja's they're a passing team, so you know Grid Ninja doesn't have a crap load of money in it, maybe like 80,000 at best.
Yeah, probably has his acceleration higher, but
And Daniel's definitely looking healthier
base
here.
speed, mid-range.
Yeah, and people got to start thinking about their teams. We're going to make some announcements in the postseason about like team creation and stuff, things you might guys be interested in, so stay tuned.
Ooh, and a nice pass down to Jerry, Sailor Jerry.
First down, maybe the first for the Alkies today. Actually, maybe the first completed pass of the Alkies of the day. And they're rushing
blitz. Getting it past.
in. Nice.
Ooh, and a nice to
Crown
Crown Royale.
Crown Roy. Crown Roy, because he's the king. Another first down. Alkies looking rejuvenated after being down by 14 points.
Yeah, they seem upset from those 2 interceptions.
Oh.
Ooh.
Bold
Torterra?
I didn't know. I don't know what a tortera is. Sounds like a Mexican dish.
Yeah.
I play yellow. I see Snorlax out there. I know him. Oh, back to Sailor Jerry. Oh, I thought that was going to be the first. I was surprised. I guess they were back so far.
Would Torterra probably be a water Pokemon?
I think. Ah,
Ooh, and a
touchdown.
nice pass.
Captain Morgan, always a classic. Jim Bean. That's the duo right there. That's how you're going to get all your good points, is using those two, but you got to use the set pieces as well.
Nice way to end the first quarter.
Oh, with that sexy Pikachu making her appearance finally. Oh, she's so fine in her whatever imaginary wear you want a Pokemon to wear. Oh, my God. Oh.
Ooh.
I thought they were going to stop her there.
The Alkies want to be all over her, but she's just having none of it.
They're too drunk. She probably looks like a cute Asian. Oh.
Ooh. Almost an interception.
There's nobody open there.
The Alkies almost had it back.
Yeah. They need to get an interception here. That would really help them out since they've thrown 2 already.
Full coverage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Man, there were 2 Alkies there, too.
Yeah. It didn't look like there was any Pokemon there, though.
They got caught. Somebody used a Master Ball on them.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was a heck of a catch.
That's luck right there, I tell you what. Especially that was, what, 3rd down?
Yeah, I think so.
Now Blastoise. Oh, he's got a guy open, but
Ooh,
pressure.
under pressure.
All right, here's your Torterra.
Dun,
He's
dun,
actually
dun, dun,
Earth.
dun,
He's
dun.
got like a continent on top of him, like a tree and shit. Mountains.
Does he evolve from...
Oh, there's an evolution right there. Actually, I think Greninja is the top evolution of his
Greninja?
chain, yeah. What, you think there's something better than the Torterra? Like the
Or does he,
Torterra
like,
Uh-oh.
evolve eventually
Oh, there we
from-
go.
Ooh, nice interception for a touchback.
Bacardi.
That's just what they needed
Yeah, we were
to
just
stop
talking about
that score.
Yeah. Well, they needed to stop the score for sure because they're
Yeah.
down by 7. Now they can tie it up here. Oh, almost throwing another interception, though.
But is that an evolution from Bulbasaur?
I don't know, like in a later game?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or like in a foreign land
there we go. Sailor Jerry.
where it's more of an environmental...
Region. I think that's what they call him.
Yeah, like a regional...
I think he is what he is. I'm looking at him. Oh, but you know who's not looking? Snorlax. He's just
Snorlax.
falling
He
asleep.
woke up just long enough to tackle that quarterback.
He's like, oh, what's up? I got me a Snorlax. I got 2 Snorlaxes, bitch. Tell you what.
So is there somebody playing the flute from the sidelines to
waking
make
him
sure
up?
that he wakes up?
Sack him, dude. Wake up. Well, he can. Oh, well, Sailor Jerry with another catch. I think he gets Dream Eater.
Dream Eater?
So I think he can use that while he's asleep, right? I'm not sure.
But doesn't his target have to be asleep then?
Maybe it's there's another one which he can use while he's asleep. I know that. I forget what it's called though. Because I know you can get it for Hypno as well. I like Hypno.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Hypno's on this team. Captain Morgan there.
Morgan there for the roundabout.
Look at that, man. If he can't be receiving the ball, he's going to be doing that roundabout. That's how you do a roundabout. People that got roundabouts,
you
look at that.
need to put some speed into both the players who are participating in the roundabout.
Yes, and put some strength in them. If that downward motion isn't successful, then you're screwed. Oh, look at all the open players.
Ooh, and Captain Morgan.
Oof.
Ooh, a little overthrow.
They should have just thrown it short, especially now that it's 3rd and 1.
Gonna go for the run on the bottom.
There, get the first at least, right? With 40-ish seconds left. They really need to hurry
Gonna
it
go
here.
for the punt or field goal.
They'll probably wait till about the
Yeah,
22nd. So I think they're going to get 2 more plays here, but they really need to get into that end zone. Oh, that's going to hurt them. Lax Ferrothorn. And I found out for your Pokemon, he actually evolves from like a littler tree.
Ah.
So from a tree to a country. Oh, that was a huge sack by the Ferrothorn. 2nd on the drive. I think that's a bird.
Oh. With like spikes.
I think so. Oh man, come on.
Almost.
He was open. Now it's 4th and 21. You might as well field goal it.
He was open, just out of bounds. It's the peril of TFO. Sometimes fumbles will come back in, but not passes.
I was gonna say points are points, man. And now they've given the Pokeballers 6 seconds here. They're a high-octane passing team, and they're gonna go for it. They got an open man.
Charizard.
Oh, and he dodges.
Diving.
Is he gonna use strength?
Gonna dive.
Is he gonna use fly?
Ooh,
Oh
coming
man!
down.
Right there, what on the 5?
Yeah,
That was a hell of a play.
That was close.
Well, halftime brought to you by Fago. Red Pop is what I bought. This fucking Fago rocks, man.
Yeah.
They're coming by my desk today telling me that John Fox is a juggalo. What is a juggalo? Ah, ha, ha, ha. Because he has that Fago there.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a big orange thing of Fago. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. You know, Kel used to be in the TFO.
Ooh, and Sexy Pikachu with the return.
He's turning me on. That's what turn. Looking so
Throwing
nice.
men left and right. Throwing bottles.
Oh, and Blastoise.
Right down the middle.
Nice.
Greninja.
Oh.
Almost.
I blame Greninja on that one. That was a beautiful pass right through defenders. Blastoise still looking. It's just such a high octane pass.
Sexy Pikachu.
I think that's her first catch of the day.
Yep.
Oh!
Ooh, and she goes down.
Oh my God. She's heard everything. She looks horrible right now. Don't look. And Sharpedo is coming in. And then the Lapras. I like Lapras. Big, like, sea monster type deal. Oh, wow. Oh, man. He just nailed that dude.
Yeah, and the Alkies.
Willie Wild Turkey!
And Wild Turkey goes for the score.
Wow. 2014 Mad Defensive MVP, Willie Wild Turkey. Man, who hit him, though? They barreled through the line. They crushed the quarterback. And that fumble was on the ground for like 3 to 4 seconds before someone could even get over there. Wow.
It's like the first 2 defenders, they all ran in at the same time, but 2 defenders, I think, looked like they got popcorned a little bit. So they still had to get up to get to the ball.
It was like an explosion on the field. And now we're all tied up out of nowhere, like, and then the Greninja here. Alkies have always had a solid defense, so they really need to show it here.
Ooh, that pass down the middle is going to be dangerous.
Oh!
Ooh.
Now Greninja made up for the one he missed.
Yeah, he definitely made up for the one he missed. That was in some coverage on his end.
Oh,
Ooh,
man,
another
again.
fumble.
Second one.
And recovered by
Willie Wild Turkey. Oh, my
again.
God. Oh,
And
my God. Oh,
Is he going to go down?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
This is the Willie Wild Turkey
I think
show.
Willie Wild Turkey probably hit him.
Wow. MVP. He's like a semi truck. Wow. Incredible. What makes it most incredible is him just shrugging off those guys at the end. And Cuervo now kicking it to the Lapras back up here. Water Pokemon. Using the surf ability to try to get some extra yards there.
Yeah, and that can be dangerous on your offense when you don't give strength to too many players.
Popcorn Sutton. He likes to popcorn. Man, the Corp Blastoise is just getting killed out there now.
So what is Popcorn Sutton? Is that like a popcorn flavored...
Like vodka? That sounds... Or maybe it's like a vodka or something made out of popcorn.
Or like a popcorn flavored butter schnapps.
Wow, he just needed 1 yard. The Greninja's been having a pretty good game.
Or no, popcorn like butterscotch something.
Like is it buttered popcorn? There's the Greninja again, but can't make it around there. Those defenders are just too strong and fast. Can they tie it up before we go into the fourth? Well, we're watching. We're waiting. Throw to the bottom guy. There you go. Right to the Greninja. Nice. The answer is yes. They can tie it up.
Yeah, as the other Pokeballer ran too far and ran into the wall of the stadium.
I think he had jumped into the stands and was celebrating. Because he knew
he was dancing to the music.
He knew the other guy had it. He was like, Greninja's there. He got it. And now
I'm just here as a distraction.
We're tied up now. 21-21 here. Big playoff implications for both of these teams still in the hunt.
Nice return by Jack Daniels.
Who will make the season of Odin postseason? Some people will, some people won't.
Ooh, they're on bottom.
Wow, nice. Right to the returning Jack Daniels. Bam. Oh, returning too soon, maybe?
Pokeballer's cool Gengar.
Oh, and Gengar goes down pretty quickly. I always like Gengar. He's in my yellow. I got him. I don't really use him that much. I should. He's a ghost Pokemon. He's got a lot of good abilities. Oh, everybody is covered. Oh, my God!
What an interception by Rico.
Rico Suave.
Rico Suave.
Giving the ball right back to the All-American Alcoholics, man. Once you think they're punch drunk, that's when they sling back. And now Jim Bean looking to make some magic happen. Can they take the lead?
Once you break those bottles, you only have a weapon in your hand.
Oh, that's... Oh, right in coverage. Guy wasn't even in motion. Oh, man. Second one. But, I mean, they got the ball here. With 2:40, they can really control the tempo of this game. Oh!
Impish Ludicolo.
Ludicolo. That was ludicrous. He had a guy open in the middle, but just the line collapsed.
And he just kept holding on to it, couldn't make a decision about who to pass to.
Oh, man. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Yeah. There have been a bunch of interceptions and fumbles this game.
Wild. Yeah. It's late in the season, man. I think Jack Daniels fumbled because he just came back too soon. They need him. They know it's playoff, implications going on right now.
Let's see how Lapras does. Ooh.
Oh, brought down by the 40. But that's not too bad. The other team was on the
ball.
20, so, I mean, they really only got about 20 to 30 to go to at least go in a field goal range. Hitman Lee. Oh, wow. Dived for it, but he couldn't get it. I'd love to see someone pick it off on that second.
Yeah.
That would make my heart skip a beat. Yeah, give it to the Greninja, especially up top. They've been really good.
Getting the first down.
Call
with
timeout.
minute 5 left.
Make sure that they got
blitz. Oh, getting away. Oh, wow.
In coverage.
That was close.
That's probably going to seal the deal. That was a great
I think they're
play.
going to try to push it a little bit further and get the field goal. But
yeah. Run it with the Greninja, right? Oh,
nope, going for the pass. They're short. Yep.
To the Sharpedo.
Sharpedo away.
He finally interjects himself there, dedicating the jolly Sharpedo, dedicating that touchdown to the injured sexy Pikachu. Blastoise really recovering here from these 2 fumble recovered touchdowns. Ooh. Who took the All-American? Man, I can't take the All-American Alkies defense this week. Damn. Hitmonlee kicking it off.
Oh crap! I think I.
No, you're still good. We don't. A game hasn't played yet.
Yeah, I guess I can.
Go down.
Submit a.
Wow.
Different form.
Just depressing there that he did not go down. Pokemon are celebrating 28-21. Wow, Jim Bean was just shut down in the runs department. The runs of the Alkies sucked. The yards for the Alkies sucked in general. 2 interceptions. Really, the only thing that helped the Alkies out here is they had the 2 fumble recovered touchdowns.
Yeah, the 2 fumble recovers. That was nicely played by Willie Wild Turkey.
Yeah, Willie Wild Turkey is definitely trying to put his name into that MVP hat, I'll tell you what. But they just came up short here today. I mean, when your defense, you have to match your defense at least. If they're going to score 2 touchdowns, the offense needs to score 2 touchdowns. And on that last drive, they had a shot, and they got stolen away from them. Pokemon, catch them all. All right. This was
at least enough to win them the game.
The game, yeah. Well, that still keeps them into the playoff picture. Actually, hurting the Alkies here really helps them because they're really competing with the Alkies for maybe the last wild card spot. Because now both these teams are going to be 8-7. So that now going to next week, that's going to be really big for them. So.
Yep, that'll be an interesting last week.
And we will see you
when fates are decided.
Next Tecmo.